man's gone.
They're coming to get you, Bob. Get you, Bob. Get you, Bob. Get you, Bob.
Welcome to Somewhat Nerdy Radio, and if you've forgotten, I am Snarf Chris.
And I'm Critter.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, you know, life, and we went on, I like to say I went on a walkabout. I think that's what they call it in Australia, when you just walk into the desert and you just, you know,
die.
Find yourself. So sorry for no shows for the entire year.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the Halloween episode, and you know we got to stay strong with that. It's the one that we kept up with even when we were on our first 3-year sabbatical. So, maybe it'll be that. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
My idea of the future of this podcast is whenever me and Critter are like 90 years old, and Lord willing, we're still alive and everything like that, we still get together once a year to release this podcast, and maybe by then somebody else will listen to it.
Maybe. It's a good list.
Yes, this is our Halloween episode. Every single year, no matter where we are in life, we look forward to this podcast.
It's one of the ones that kind of got us on list podcasts early on, and I know everyone does lists of movies and things, but
most of them suck.
This is our 9th year doing it. We've only had a couple mistakes throughout the years.
Yeah, you doubled up on like two movies.
Two movies, I think.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Every year, I think I call him out on one, and he's like, "Nope, I have a spreadsheet."
I don't have a spreadsheet.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
So lying.
It's a note in my phone. It's not a spreadsheet.
That's the same thing.
But if it was a spreadsheet, I wouldn't have made that mistake. I could easily do a quick search.
I want a spreadsheet. But yes, this is our Halloween podcast. So what we're going to do, we're going to give you a new movie to watch every single night starting on the 19th of October. So it's the first night of Halloween. All the way up into Halloween night, there's a movie to watch every single night. And to keep up with it, we post all this on all our social media that we never use for anything else other than usually the Halloween fucking podcast anyway.
Or the Christmas
podcast. Yeah.
If you go back, it's just
Christmas,
those. Halloween, Christmas, Halloween, Christmas, Halloween.
Crazily enough, everybody still listens to the podcast like every single month. You know, like this is our most popular podcast every year.
Well, that's because they know the Halloween's episode coming out, so they got to keep the numbers up in case they're like, what if they don't do the Halloween episode?
I've gotten a few messages from people asking if we were still doing podcasts. Here's your answer.
Sort of.
I
can give you a hard maybe.
I'm not committing to any, but just to answer, yeah, we're still here, alive, somewhat okay. It's the best answer I can give. This doesn't mean that we're back either. So if we get another podcast next month, more power to you. If not, we'll see you in Christmas.
We got a good list. I can tell you, one of the hardest things coming up with the Halloween list is not coming up with scary movies. It's kind of the kid-friendly movies. I think
because there's a finite amount of.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I always surprise myself when I'm like, oh, I forgot about this one, and I end up adding it, and shit.
Even this list here, I thought there was like 3 or 4 movies that are on this list. I'd be like, no, we had that on the podcast. Yes, a testament to you that you can always come up with new things. But the flip side of that is they always make new horror movies.
True, but it's fewer and fewer kid-friendly ones, which they need to readdress. I know we did a lot of the earlier ones, our favorites early on, with Ernest Scared Stupid. Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, granted, that's kind of a Christmas movie, kind of Halloween movie, but when it gets close to Halloween time, it's only on. That fucking soundtrack that they play. Like, this is Halloween, great song, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's more of a Christmas movie, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole kind of premise of the fucking movie. Right. So yeah.
But all that to say is that those are great. They need to do more. I think kids would like them. I think every time I see a new one like Paranorman, they kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah.
Super good.
Awesome movie.
Yeah, and we got a couple. All that to say, I do have some good ones on here.
Yes.
And starting off with our first night, we have one that flew under the radar for a long time, and it spawned into actually a better TV series than the movie. And the movie was pretty good. And that movie is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I just met this girl named Buffy. I'm Pike.
Pike isn't a name, it's a fish.
I liked her even though she seemed kind of flaky. But as it turns out...
You have been chosen, Buffy.
To do what?
To stop the vampires.
Does Elvis talk to you?
And things started getting weird around here.
Are we having a nightmare?
You threw a knife at my head.
And you caught it.
She was the one person I could really count on.
Kill him a lot.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I'm saving your butt.
That is a bad guy. Can we go, please?
The Slayer is unmasked. Let's finish it.
I think this relationship has potential.
Hi. How's it going?
You're obviously having a bad hair day.
If she can just get rid of those other guys in her life.
Stab him in the heart.
Christy Swanson.
I am so sure.
Donald Sutherland. Paul Rubens. With Rutger Hauer and Luke Perry.
Buffy, you're not like other girls.
Yes, I am.
Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
I didn't even break a nail.
Directed by Fran Rubel Kazooie.
And soon to be a reboot,
It's true.
which is crazy.
I mean, is it necessary?
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all.
You know what? Who cares at this point? They just do.
Look,
what
I
they
was
do.
a giant Buffy fan when the show came out. The movie, I obviously enjoy the fucking movie. The movie's awesome. It has Paul Rubens in it as not Pee-wee, and it's fucking awesome.
Paul Rubens. It is the best thing of that movie.
It is 100%.
Hey, look, like I forget it was Christy
Swanson.
When I rewatched this movie, I'm like, she's really not the best actress. You know, it's not a Sarah Michelle Gellar for sure.
And this also has one of my best friends in it, David Arquette.
David Arquette,
Yeah.
that's right. Your bud. He was good in it.
He is really good in
Yeah, he was
it.
good.
All his early stuff, he plays the exact same character. This stoner, like, he was like a stoner actor before there was really stoner actors.
Yeah, I did like Luke Perry in this.
Luke Perry's awesome in this movie.
Yeah.
Luke Perry's in good. Look, Luke Perry gets a pass with me anytime because of the show Jeremiah. And if you've never seen Jeremiah, he is awesome in the show Jeremiah. Go watch that show. So.
Also, really undersung Ben Affleck's role in this movie. Here, take it. In the basketball game. When
That's right.
When the guy shows his teeth, he's like, here, take it. That was motherfucking Ben Batflick Affleck.
This is a perfect lead into the Halloween season. It's vampires. So, I mean, it's not necessarily horror. It's not necessarily scary.
I watched this a shit ton when I was a kid.
I did too. Yeah.
But then again, I was looking through this list. I was like, I watch a lot of these movies. Why was
Way
I allowed
before
to watch
I
this
should've.
movie as a little kid? This just goes to show you, our generation, the older millennial people, or you know, when we were younger in the early '80s, that was putting us in a room with a TV was an iPad. Like, oh my God, go away, and we would just watch cable TV,
Yep.
unedited, full-on horror movies.
I had full access to HBO way before. I don't even let my kids have full access to HBO now.
Yeah, now when we know better.
Yeah.
'Cause, hey, look, when your kids are older, and if they have kids, they're gonna like, oh, I can't let them have an iPad. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's way too dangerous.
It's good. You put them in the hologram room and leave them alone. That's the best thing to do. Don't let them watch TV. They'll just watch gory horror and nudity horror. God, there's so much nudity and gore in 80s and 90s horror. I did want to say Buffy the Vampire Slayer is available to watch on Prime.
And on the second night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, it is 1985's Reanimator.
Herbert West is at the top of his class in medical school.
How can you teach such drivel? These people are here to learn, and you're closing their minds before they even have a chance. What are
He's brilliant, but a little weird.
I've broken the 6 to 12 minute barrier. I've conquered brain death.
His experiments have always been unorthodox.
It was dead.
But lately they're getting out of hand. And he's just made a discovery that could wake up the dead.
Herbert West has affected reanimation in dead animal tissue.
What are you thinking? How do you feel? You?
15 cc's of reagent being administered.
Once you wake up the dead, you've got a real mess on your hands.
dead? Not anymore.
Herbert West brought a lot of dead people back to life, and not one of them showed any appreciation. H.P. Lovecraft's classic tale of horror, Reanimator.
Mr. West.
You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head? Get a job in a sideshow.
It will scare you to pieces.
This stars Jeffrey Combs. Who cares who else is in this movie? Jeffrey Combs is in this movie. This is our it's not our introduction to Jeffrey Combs, but Jeffrey Combs will go the rest of his life playing Herbert West the rest of his fucking life based off of this movie. And it's why I love it.
Honestly, it is a really good movie. I get why Arnold Schwarzenegger liked it so much.
Arnold Schwarzenegger likes this movie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger loved this movie.
What?
That's why he wanted to do the movie Fortress.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about Fortress.
I know we talked about Fortress.
Yeah. Because that was an Arnold Schwarzenegger franchise. Like, it was supposed to be like a vehicle for him, but he ended up passing on it. But that's why Jeffrey Combs is in that movie. Because Arnold wanted him in that movie.
Oh,
because
yeah, okay, I do remember that.
Because the director of Fortress, he showed Reanimator and goes, I want to do something crazy like this. And if you remember, Fortress was weirdly gory for no reason.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
And this movie, the best 80s schlock you could think of. But also just really well done. Kind of a really cool storyline.
Really cool storyline. All the practical, because it had to be practical effects back then. It just looks scary and weird, and it's very, Lovecraftian, obviously, which is a theme of the night.
Apparently.
But yeah, no, this is a movie that I was a fan of. I remember in the 90s, and I was like one of the only movie guys out of my group of friends. And I would always show this to my friends, that never
so they thought you were weird.
And they're like, what the fuck did you just make me watch?
Well, it's Mad Scientist. It's also like, but they're not mad. It's like a guy trying to solve a problem without it being like, he accidentally kills a couple people.
I mean, he's trying to solve death.
Yeah.
Like,
and he kind of does.
He kind of does.
He kind of does.
If you wrote everything down on paper, he did.
He did. And well,
just the most fucking terrible way
And realistically,
possible.
I mean, like, spoiler alert, but fuck it, it's from the 80s. He wasn't the big bad in the movie.
No.
It was his teacher, who was also just a creep. But one of my favorite scenes from this movie is the end. When they fade to black and the last thing you see is the green glowing syringe of the Reanimator serum.
Yeah.
Or what do they call it? Reanimation?
Something, yeah.
So whatever. When the fade out was the last bit of the green serum, and when they pushed the syringe in, I was like, dope. What a cool way to fucking end a movie.
Look, I was a fan of this movie. I want to say in like 2001. This would have been like way before internet was like super. There was a company that was making replicas of the syringe. And I don't know what's in the syringe, but it's been in a box for fucking years. It still fucking glows. If you open the box, it's glowing right now. So I've always assumed that there's some kind of radioactive shit in it.
It's highlighter.
It's super fucking still glows to this day. It's 20 years and it spent most of its life in a box.
Maybe it will really reanimate you.
Catch
a rat, see what happens.
I'm not going to try it, so it's cool.
On the third night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have another one of our family-friendly moments, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad from 1949.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Ichabod. Boom, 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 boom. Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Ichabod, Ichabod, Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Join in the merry mad adventures and escapades of that rich, reckless, uproarious rake. The magnificent Mr. Toad and his crazy cronies, Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole, as they step out of the pages of Kenneth Graham's hilarious tale, The Wind in the Willows, as told by that inimitable storyteller, Basil Rathbone. For a rollicking ride through Sleepy Hollow, Walt and Bing bring to laughable, colorful life Washington Irving's exciting legend with that awkward schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod may be quaint, maybe odd, and maybe he ain't. Anyway, there's no complaint from Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod Crane, daring, reckless, losing his heart to Katrina the cutie, and his head when pursued by the hair-raising headless horseman.
Disney classic.
It is. Now, I do want to go back real quick. Reanimator is available on Hoopla. This is, of course, available on Disney Plus because it is a Disney.
Surprise.
Now, I rewatched this and.
Oh, what are you about to say? That's terrible.
Oh no! It's not.
Right.
It's actually it's a huge compliment to the Disney animators. So I actually reread the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the little short story.
Okay, yeah.
When they describe Ichabod, the anime, I was like, oh, they fucking nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it. Yeah.
And the whole time because I read the short story after I watched the cartoon, and I was like, why is this skinny guy eating so? And but in the book they talk about how much he ate. This was the most accurate freaking thing.
This is a underrated Disney animated movie. And I know there's a lot of like Mr. Toad and all that stuff, but that's all kind of got wiped away from the parks in the first place. But people forget that this was like the good era of Disney animation.
Everything about when he first thinks he's encountering something weird, they describe his horse to a T from the book. Like they did this cartoon. The cartoon did the book justice for sure. Now, when he first encounters the headless horseman, and they kind of talk about it in the book, but even as a little kid before I read it, I was like, that's definitely the guy he's in competition with for the broad. For sure.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, like, did he kill Ichabod? Like, come on. You know, in Disney they do the great thing, like, oh, someone saw him and he shows him all happy and whatever, but they kind of say the same thing in the book, but like, we think he's probably dead. So it was solid. This fear in about it, about how he misrides the horse because he was so scared. And the freaking book, this animation is beautiful. It's clever. The Bing Crosby song,
the Bing Crosby, I forgot about that.
Sticks in your head, man.
And this is a weird movie too, because this is this would be a compilation movie, a segmented movie. It's 2 segments.
It's only the movie is an hour. Ichabod is 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and then we got Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
It actually opens up with Mr. Toad, right?
Yeah. Which threw me because I forgot that was part of it. So I'm watching. I'm like, maybe this is like a 10-minute short, and Ichabod is.
It's
half
the
movie.
this
is half, man. Yep. And look, not for nothing, but Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a wild ride. It's an acid trip of a thing. That Toad needs to be put in an asylum. Like he like the fact he had friends that are enablers. They're bad friends. Granted, they help him get his fortune and his house back, but they were bad friends. I mean, especially the horse. The horse was his Rat had to been like, man, fuck that horse. Just a bad influence. Getting him. There's a scene where Mr. Toad is just huffing car fumes.
Yeah.
Huffing. Because he's like, oh man, I want a car. I'll sell my house for this car. Just go buy a car, dude. You're rich.
My biggest problem with Mr. Toad is it used to be a ride at Disney World, and I didn't go to Disney World when I was a kid because, my parents didn't love me. And
that's what that means for sure, 100%.
By the time I ever got to go to Disney World, the ride was gone.
I rode it when I was a little kid at
Fuck
Disneyland.
You. Well, your parents loved you.
I know that. Yeah. They tell me that all the time. And they're proud of me. They're dumb, but they say it. Fucking idiots.
So this is on, you said, Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go watch that movie. This is about as family friendly as you can get if you can deal with things that were super okay in the 50s. So,
like huffing car exhaust.
Huffing exhaust.
Those weasels. Oh man. They were just gonna cut a dude's head off.
Yeah.
Be cool with it. Like, oh, we better stop him from cutting someone's head off.
But the real reason this is on the list is obviously the Sleepy Hollow movie. It can't be the earliest Sleepy Hollow movie. It might be.
It might be. I honestly don't know.
I mean, there's probably 1,000 of them. Yeah,
I watched this. That was my research.
So yeah, go watch this movie. Like I said, I think this is a forgotten Disney classic. And on the fourth night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have 2014's Late Phases.
Hey, speed limit 25. Easy, boy.
It reminds me of that place that we used to live in when I was a kid.
Looks like we beat the movers here. I can't see you, but you smell beautiful.
Did you just move next door?
Hi, Mom. Didn't think you'd still be awake. Mom.
What the hell is that? Easy, boy. Dolores! Dolores! Dolores!
None of the neighbors saw any sign of this assailant. It's just an animal attack.
This has happened before.
Attacks like these happen all the time. Please, stay in your house, keep the doors closed until we sort this out, okay?
Seems like such a nice place to live.
People don't come to places like this to live. They come here to die. Can you make silver bullets?
Yeah.
Can you do silver shotgun shells?
This is a werewolf movie.
I know how you like werewolf movies. I love werewolf movies.
I'm surprised. This is another movie I knew about as usual because I have my movie list is entirely too long to get through, probably for my lifetime. So
that happens.
I'm never going to watch every movie that I need to. But this has been on my list of things that I needed to watch for a very, very, very long time, and I'm glad I watched this.
It has Ethan Embry in it, which is not a main character. I mean, it's this guy who plays.
He's a side character,
but is in Can't Hardly Wait. Great movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Fantastic.
He's in a tons of other things. Movie.
Empire Records, couple other ones.
Used to be way famouser than he is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's mostly done horror since.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I think me and you can get a job playing in a horror movie.
Well, I mean, yeah, they hire bad actors.
Yes.
We would not be good. Well, I wouldn't be good.
I wouldn't be good either.
I wouldn't be good. Honestly, man, this was like one of those kind of werewolf movies. You're like, well, I didn't see that coming. So it's werewolves in a retirement community.
Yeah, and the main actor, Nick Domsey, let's go as that. He plays a blind, retired Vietnam vet. Got blind, you know. He is tough. Doesn't take shit from nobody. Doesn't want any help. He's the stereotypical, just retired old vet, type guy. And he moves into this retirement village. There's werewolves.
But the werewolves look great.
My only problem was the werewolves, and it's a personal problem. I hate the way they transform.
Really?
I hate shedding werewolves.
The shedding skin?
Yeah,
I love it.
Why
do you hate it? Let me ask you.
I want transformation. I don't like the ripping of the skin and like the werewolves underneath them. I've always hated that.
I understand that. I mean, it's a different thing. But
it is. It's a personal preference. I know.
But I think part of it's more grotesque, and I think
it is 100% more grotesque.
But part of that problem, because of the grotesqueness, is that's why they do it more. So the transformation...
It's not easier to do.
It's not.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, when you watch Wolfman, the original one, how he transformed is just super impressive.
Yeah.
Practical effects.
Practical effects.
But, I mean, these practical effects of the werewolves look great.
Yeah, no, they look good. Maybe that transformation scene lasts too long, because they do that... What they do a lot in the werewolf movies, that cut away transformation. Like, we're going to show the camera reaction over here. Oh, no, now his arms have hair on them. Oh, the camera reaction over here. Oh, now his face has hair on it.
Yeah. And the guy, the priest, I forget, he's also in a lot of shit. He's
the bad guy in RoboCop 2.
RoboCop 2.
He's Kane, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the bad guy in Last Action Hero.
Oh, he's the Ripper.
He's the Ripper.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Yeah.
He sits there and watches him for the longest. Like, dude, bolt.
Leave.
Like, I get it. Maybe it's a little fascinating. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that dude's ripping his skin off.
I mean, no offense. The moment I see you, even in my own house, I see you ripping your own skin off.
Gone.
I'm
agreed.
gone.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah. But this is a solid werewolf movie. Werewolf movies, there's a lot of them, and a lot of them
not
are
as many
bad.
as you think.
I mean, but most of them are bad, so I mean, I just don't want to watch them. But this one it's worth a watch. So
on the 5th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have Hubie Halloween available on Netflix.
It's Halloween Eve. Danger is afoot. I'm going to make sure every citizen in this town is protected.
What is that, monitor?
Looks like you made that sash from one of your mother's scarves.
There's something off in this town.
We got an unsolved mystery here.
I say Marco, you say Polo. Marco! Weirdo!
Oh, Hubie, don't go out there.
Salem needs me.
Not sure what's happening in this creepy town. The police department is advising everyone to stay home and lock their doors.
What are we screaming at?
You know what I think done it? A werewolf.
Think you've been watching too many scary movies, Louise.
This is, I think, one of the first Adam Sandler Netflix deals, because he makes all his movies for Netflix now.
It's way later, actually.
Is it?
Because this was in 2020.
Okay, what was the first one?
It's probably like something before. Do-Over was before that.
Oh yeah, okay. Because he only makes his movies for Netflix now. I think he has a exclusive contract.
He has a contract with them, yeah. But here's the thing: what I love. This is not a good movie. Let me start by saying that.
Oh no! This is not good.
I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
So it's definitely like what you would think dumb Adam Sandler, because there are parts that are funny. And they have amazing comedic actors all throughout this movie.
Yeah, like pretty much every actor that we grew up with is in this movie, like comedic actor, and maybe somebody like Ray Liotta's in this movie.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. But it's what I appreciate about this type of Adam Sandler movie is he's unapologetically makes movies just to hang out with his friends and have a good time. That's it. And I'm cool with it if it's a fun movie like this. I still haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, it's very much in the same kind
Yeah,
of
I would imagine so. Yeah.
It's a fun, dumb movie. Don't go in. It's a family friendly one. It's one everyone can watch. There's a bit of adult humor here and there,
of course,
but I think it's a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a very light PG-13 movie. Nothing extreme.
Literally, if you've seen any of Sandler's throwaway comedy movies, he's basically playing a version of The Waterboy on top of that. So.
Yeah, he was. But what I love about it, even though he seems like he's dumb, like he's not. Like when you hear him talking, he's like, "Well, that's a little weird." He's like, "Well, that's a little unnecessary for you to make fun of me like that." But okay, he's just very nonchalant about it.
Steve Buscemi is in the movie.
Steve Buscemi in this movie, who might be a
werewolf. and lovers with Rob Schneider.
They're roommates.
Yeah, sure. That's a
roommates. But then they had the whole thing where Rob Schneider left and he plays like the Michael Myers type character.
Yeah.
But he just pees on stuff. I didn't get that.
Like it was fun. I saw this movie when it came out, and I watched it again this week for the podcast, and I still like the movie. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, when I watch it, I'm like, this movie is so bad, but I like it, and that's where it stands. But it's one of those I probably will never watch again.
No, I'll probably watch it next Halloween.
Okay.
And on the 6th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have the 2024 French horror movie on Shudder called Mads.
Y'a quoi dedans? Je sais pas, gros, c'est pas moi qui cuisine.
Romain, t'as l'air tout paniqué, t'as mal.
I think it's French Canadian.
Is it?
I believe so.
Seems pretty Frenchy to me. I know French Canadians speak French, but this one seemed like French.
Maybe it is
I mean,
maybe zombies. So this is our zombie movie, by the way.
Yeah. So this is a zombie movie storyline. If you wrote this storyline down, you've seen this movie 1,000 fucking times. Like it is story-wise probably one of the most unoriginal zombie movies you're ever going to watch.
Kind of a rage zombie where they don't really explain why it happens.
It's kind of rage zombies meet with sadness zombies. I'm just going to throw that out there because I wanted to say that name. But the hook of this movie is the entire movie is shot in what is presumed to be one shot. The camera follows a main character at fucking daylight for almost 2 hours until it's nighttime later that fucking night.
No, see, I like how it passed around because there's
so there's like three main characters,
and but the way they incorporated how it was still a single cut. Transferring from one character to the next was very impressive.
Yeah, so if you don't understand what that means, is there is literally no scene changes, there are no transitions to anything. It is one shot of the camera through the entire movie. And this is one of those things that it's one of my favorite things in movies, long shots. James Wan does it in all his movies.
And he's a master at it.
He's a master of it.
But this is a whole goddamn movie.
Even when you watch one of those 2-minute, 3-minute long, the Conjuring movies, and they always have a long shot in there that's like 2 or 3 minutes, and you just think about how they shot there and the logistic nightmare that it would be to shoot something like that, and then process that for almost a 2-hour movie, which has, no lie, hundreds of actors in the movie, and how to orchestrate that boggles my mind and makes my head hurt.
It's a newer movie, so maybe they may have some kind of
guaranteed there's some. I've done zero research onto it.
And we're also not filmmakers, so we don't know the lingo. So don't get on us about that.
Yeah. And I'm sure there are multiple cuts throughout the movie, but if you would have to point them out to me. I only watched the movie once too, and this is a movie I probably will go back and watch a whole lot more, just because I love the way it was shot.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun watching the shadows on the ground, so I can see the filmmakers in the backgrounds on the couple of times that it happened. Like whenever they were moving really fast, I was like, well, they must be getting transferred over to a motorcycle or something like that. Actually, I think that motherfucker was pedaling a bike multiple times. I'm sure there was multiple cameramen, and that's how they were able to pass it off to people. But the movie is just so well done, so well acted. Even if there are cuts in this movie, they're very far and few between. For somebody to remember exactly what they have to do for every second of they're on film boggles my fucking head.
So the cinematography is great. And it being a rage zombie-esque type of thing.
Because they're not like zombie. They're not eating brains or anything.
And you're right. They are more sadness because you can watch them dip into the madness that it is. And I think it's drug induced or something.
Yeah.
But it's weird because they start normal, and then all of a sudden they start talking weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder.
And they got this click thing they do with their heads, and they're really attracted to the lights at the night sky, the street lights and stuff like that. And basically this movie is a anti-drug message, I'm pretty sure, because don't do drugs. Drugs bad.
Or at least party drugs.
Yeah, party drugs. They're really bad. So
be careful who you get party drugs for them.
Yes, but really, really good foreign film. If you don't watch foreign horror, you are doing a disservice to yourself. Some of the best. Many good horror movies that came out in the last few years that have been non-English speaking, all over the world, especially in South America and stuff like that. This is up there on the list. I knew about this movie when it came out, and there was a lot of buzz about this movie because of the one shot and everything like that. And I'm so fucking mad that I didn't watch it.
It's so weird because you are on forums or something that talks. I just watch movies.
Yeah.
I just go on something. And I'm like, ooh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you watch like it's new. I'm gonna go watch it.
I mean, a lot of times I'll just sit there. I never read reviews.
Yeah, I don't either.
I never read.
I read reviews if after I'm done with the movie, just to see what somebody else thought about it.
But a lot of times, I watch this on Shudder. It's available on Shudder. And when I saw it, a lot of times when Shudder puts out new stuff, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to watch that. So that's one of the streaming services that I love, and
not a sponsor.
It should be.
But should be.
But I will go on there. I'm
sponsor
like,
or one podcast a year.
I go on. I'm like, ooh, a new movie, and I'll add it, and then I'll watch it. And sometimes they're hot garbage.
Yep.
But I would say most of the time they're really good.
Yeah. No,
and
I agree.
It's one of those things that I just go on and watch, and then I'm like, hey, have you heard of this? And you're like, oh, I've heard Rumble. I'm like, I've never heard of this movie. Have you seen it? No, I haven't seen it. So I see every movie he thinks he wants to watch.
Look, I keep up with a lot of new movies and a lot of horror YouTubers, I guess, and I think that's where I see a lot of this kind of stuff. But when this was hitting the film festival markets and stuff like this won a bunch of awards for it. It made no money. Like, this is one of those movies that, like, Shudder brought instantly, and we're like, you're not releasing this in theaters. We want this movie. And I don't know how much money it would have made in theaters anyway, being a foreign film. But.
Well, one of the things I do love about, like, what's happening right now, I don't know if it's what's happening necessarily, but horror movies are the king of the box office right now.
Crazy.
Now, I know that it's not the $1 billion mark that movies like Minecraft and but that's kids.
Marvel movies.
And, well, and even Marvel movies, if they're not making $1 billion, it's a failure. Like, that's what I love about...
Fantastic Four made $500 million in the first 2 weeks, and they're like, oh, it's a failure.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be kidding me. Meanwhile, Sinners and, like... Weapons are just crushing it in the box office by not making those numbers. I can't believe it. But the budget's $3 million.
It's almost like don't.
That's an exaggeration. It's probably much higher.
Yeah, it's almost like don't take $500 million to shoot your movie. I don't know. That's a novel idea from somebody that doesn't know how to shoot fucking movies.
I think the biggest takeaway is spend what you want to spend on a movie, but don't worry about advertising.
Yeah.
Invite some.
Why is Marvel spending $200 million on advertising?
Yeah.
Who doesn't know a Marvel movie's coming out?
Yeah, get a couple podcasters until here's $30.
Such a small percentage of that movie to promote the fuck out of your movie.
Here's $30. Are you kidding me? $30 whole dollars each? On our 7th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have another Shudder exclusive, and it is The Cleansing Hour.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, I command you to give me your name.
And cut. Nice job, everybody. Good show.
I'm gonna take that.
Follow monitors. Let me lead.
All right, everybody, here we go. 3, 2.
Time to go off script.
Shudder, not a sponsor, but should be. This is a possession demon movie.
It's really cool because basically it's a sham televised YouTuber guy that does like these exorcisms to make money for.
You know the sad thing about the first thing I saw in this movie, I was like, how is this not a thing already in the world we live in? Why is there not somebody out there live streaming exorcisms and trying to pull it off as real too? And that's what the whole premise of the movie is. They're old priest that didn't become a priest, right?
Yeah, he's kind of a douchebag.
Womanizer.
The priest is a douchebag, but the guy that's
which was in Friday the
Kyle Gallner.
Sure,
but he's in tons of shit, man.
Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
On Elm Street remake, but he's also in Smile. He's in this really kind of cool movie called The Passenger. He's in Strange Darling. A lot of really good. He's in a lot of really cool.
He's like one of those actors. I don't know his name, but as soon as I see him, I was like, oh, I like that dude.
Yeah. He's the producer of this YouTube or this streaming service.
Part of the creator too.
Yeah,
so.
And everything. He gets his girlfriend to sit in to do this thing. And here's the thing about this particular movie: it's also not super unique as a possession movie.
Yeah.
If they don't explain how she gets possessed,
No.
all of a sudden it's a fake possession, but oh no, it turns out
It's
it's
a
actually
real,
real.
yeah.
And it's bad. And the demon that possesses her ends up making them have to do these weird things to prevent certain things, but everything just goes awry. And it's violent, it's gory.
And it's good.
Dude,
it's not bad. Look, I normally like Exorcism. The Exorcist is not my favorite movie of all time.
I know some people have some problems with demonic stuff.
It's not that I even have a problem with it. It's just it does nothing for me. Does that make sense? Like, I just don't care. Like, it's fine. But The Exorcism, I've never watched that movie and been like, oh, I just watched the best movie of all time. I understand its history and its spot in movie history. I completely understand all that. But as a movie, I just don't care about it.
Well, the fact that she was possessed, which looked gross. Because you have that was part of the exorcism.
Yeah,
of
the
course.
Exorcist
was
of
like
course.
how
Reagan looked in the movie was
phenomenal. It actually still scares me as an adult. I see a still of like, ugh.
Yeah, agreed.
But like this, she made them do things.
Bad
like,
things.
you have to do this or this will happen. So they had to keep doing these escalating horrible things.
I mean, there was something for the ladies in this movie. The priest guy is a good-looking guy, and she makes him strip. My wife really liked that part of the movie.
Really? I am so sorry that happened to you. That she felt the need she had to say that in front of your face.
Oh, of course.
Just don't worry.
You met my wife before.
There's plenty other movies on here with boob in it.
There is.
Boob. Ah, wish you
every
could see
every time we watch a movie and there's a boob shot, I go like, boobs. So I do the same thing. Actually, back up. Mads full Monty in that movie a couple of times.
Reanimator. There's some.
Oh yeah,
there's some dong.
There's some dead dong in that one.
A couple of dongs flopping around in there.
But Cleansing Hour, look, for a possession movie, a demon movie like this, I liked it because it's the same story that we've seen before, but there's a new take on it, which just the modern live streaming and that culture that we have right now in our fucking world. That's probably gonna be the end of society.
No, because we'll get in the hologram rooms, and then
we can do this.
Streaming. You go in the hologram room right now.
On the 8th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have the 1990 film called Tales from the Dark Side.
Stephen King, originator of Pet Sematary. Arthur Conan Doyle, author of Sherlock Holmes. Michael McDowell, creator of Beetlejuice. George Romero, director of Night of the Living Dead. Now, these four masters of everlasting horror bring to the screen 4 tales of overwhelming terror.
I warned them, but they wouldn't listen.
Tales of diabolical fate.
You promised you'd never tell!
Tales of ghastly revenge.
Grow, O light. Rise, O light. Come forth, O light. Open his eyes.
Tales of ruthless evil.
That cat has killed 3 people in this household.
I don't believe this.
Kill it, bury it, and bring me its tail.
Tales from the dark side.
Well, that just about takes care of that, doesn't it?
Come, live the nightmare of your choice. Tales from the Dark Side. The movie.
This is our horror anthology of the series.
Classic anthology.
Classic. You can't get much more classic than this, so. I mean, the only thing before this is like Twilight Zone, and like that's it.
This is so classic. Steve Buscemi plays a young college student.
Yes,
with Christian Slater. They are the same age. You
Christian Slater and Steve Buscemi are the same age.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. If you were to put Steve Buscemi right now next to Christian Slater, I know they're both older, but you're like, Christian Slater's a much younger
Steve
man
Buscemi
than Steve Buscemi
has looked old since the 90s now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
He does look young in this movie.
Yeah, he does.
And it's off-putting. I mean, because he's still like, that's fucking Steve Buscemi for sure. Sounds the same, looks the same, just fucking Steve.
Yeah, and
man.
this is based off of the television show that George A. Romero started, actually. So this is not a George A. Romero TV movie, but it's based off of his property. Mm-hmm. Even though it's not the same thing as like Twilight Zone, nothing to do with them.
This is a star-studded cast.
Yeah, it really
everyone.
is,
Julianne Moore's in this.
Yeah.
I mean, and she plays like the first one. I remember this is one of these earlier ones that I just watched. Why was I allowed to watch this? There's so much boob. There's so much violence. The Mummy. I remember ever since I was a little kid, the Mummy straightened out the coat hanger to pull out the guy's brain. I was like, oh god, that freaked me out forever. And when I saw it, I had a flashback, PTSD of that. I was like, oh, no. But it's in the overarching story, which is great, is Matthew Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Superhuman Samurai.
Of all the movies,
Superhuman Samurai fame. And the witch. If witches look like the way this witch looked in this movie, yeah, I would have been trapped in a cage pretty easily too. I mean, she was an attractive witch. It wasn't like in Witches, like does she turn into that rat-looking witch like in Witches? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll roll the dice, I guess.
Worth a shot. Yeah, got it.
Hey, if I was Superhuman Samurai, I'd give it a roll.
Good God.
Which he did. That's what he ended up. He's like, hey, mama. Oh, crap.
This has 3 segments?
3 segments.
Yeah.
The second story is the least interesting one, the killer cat.
Yeah, it is.
But also has that very disturbing scene where the cat forces himself down that guy's throat.
Yes.
Super
pretty
terrible.
fucked up. Right before it happened, I was like, oh, no, this is the fucked up scene that has been fucking me up since my kid. Childhood.
Every one of these stories has fucked up
it's a really messed up thing.
Because the third one is the gargoyle. That gargoyle fucked me up for so long. And I remember like that when they were laughing and then cut that dude's head off with its and then they showed so much of it. I was like, oh, that's such a creepy looking gargoyle.
So this is we love anthology. This is
This also had Raiden from Mortal Kombat Annihilation in it.
Dexter's dad.
Yeah.
I don't even. I always call him Dexter's dad. Look, we love horror anthologies. It's like my favorite genre of horror movies, is because it's a crapshoot of what you're going to get in the movie.
It's good or bad, and this is a good one.
And this is an OG anthology
and it's
series.
Good.
So yeah, and
it's
it is
solid.
Good, yeah.
It's only 3 stories as opposed to most anthologies.
4,
like 5, mostly
Creep
5.
Show and stuff like that. Yeah.
But overall, star-studded cast, well acted.
Yeah, it's so weird that back in the day, how horror anthology. Think about like Tales from the Crypt or anything like that. Arnold Schwarzenegger directed an episode of Tales from the Crypt. You know, like how did that happen way back in the day?
Well, it was a popular franchise, and if a guy wanted to get in directing, we'll
let Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm sure he's an amazing director. He put himself in the fucking episode.
But look, man, when it came down to this, let's talk about the gargoyle, which also has boob in it.
Yeah.
The gargoyle one.
Oh, we're just gonna point that out now.
So there's boob, but that thing, you kind of forget the guy had such a good life after meeting this gargoyle to cut his friend's head off. He told, when I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, she's a gargoyle! I was like, oh my god! I did not expect that! And the kids as gargoyles, oh man. Oh, also skin ripping. A lot of skin ripping in that one.
Yeah, there is a lot of skin ripping in that one.
Yep.
Fine, not a werewolf.
Yeah, gargoyle.
So, gargoyle, totally different.
That was a long scene.
Yeah, it was a long scene.
Gross.
It was way longer than the late phases one. The late phases one goes on for like 2 minutes. This one's like 3 minutes.
And it was gross. Because she had 3. She turned into a gargoyle and then had her bust out of the gargoyle more. Like, what in the Cell Perfect form are you trying to do? How many transformations you got to do? Dragon Ball reference, no big deal. On the 9th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have a hidden gem from 2016, The Void.
I can see it all before me.
You want
find this guy?
Give you a copy of Code 3 and I need assist.
Daniel? Who are they?
There is something calling them all here.
I've seen this place before.
Everything has led to this. You will become something remarkable.
They did killings and sacrifices. He made people change.
Nothing else matters now.
It isn't real. It's not real. It's not real.
This isn't the end.
Statistically, you're more likely to die in a hospital than anywhere else.
This is a Lovecraftian
cosmic horror,
/Clive Barker ending bullshit movie.
Yeah.
Look, I like the movie. It's fun.
I think the movie itself, as far as if you watch cosmic horror,
and if you don't understand what cosmic horror is, it's Lovecraftian,
stuff that takes place in the cosmos. The color purple from outer space.
Even like Reanimator is kind of considered cosmic horror, even though it's really not.
Yeah. Well, that's just because it's from H.P. Lovecraft.
Exactly.
Nonsense that it's cosmic horror. But anyway, a lot of this stuff in this movie of it being cosmic horror, we'll take that aside because it's basically nonsensical because it always has like something. Do you see? Do you understand? It's like, no, I don't. What are these things? What are you doing? What happened to your skin? Like, this is Clive Baker shit.
It is Clive Baker shit.
Just like,
it's Hellraiser to like it's a modern Hellraiser where Hellraiser doesn't make any sense.
Less sense.
Because
he's like, pain is blood. No, it's not. No, it's not, man. I mean, like, yeah, there's like maybe if you bite your lip a little bit, like, but ripping my skin off, man, I'm not gonna come from that. Come on, let's be real. But
where this movie does save itself is it's really well shot. The acting is really, really, really good.
And it's just creepy.
It's super fucking creepy.
And
you
monsters,
don't know what's... Oh, yeah. The monsters are fucking great.
Just grade A.
Before it gets really weird towards the end of the movie, like most Clive Barker movies and
or
shit like that. Or cosmic horror movies in general. The monsters are that very cool, the Thing type, just weird goo monsters with tentacles and arms coming all over the fucking place, just eyeballs all over that's the shit that I love about cosmic horror and this type of horror movie. All that stuff's awesome.
Rarely makes sense, and this makes more sense than most cosmic horror.
It does.
And I may catch flack from that from people that are big
I don't
into
give
cosmic.
a fuck.
Yeah, but look, man, come at me. I understand.
Yeah.
Like you know it. You know you can't tell people like, oh, this makes sense because it doesn't. It doesn't.
And you can go ahead and try to explain to me, which I would love somebody. I've watched videos of people trying to explain cosmic horror, and I'm just more confused than what it was. I don't worship Cthulhu, I don't understand that type of stuff, which is fine. We continue to get movies like this since the dawn of fucking time. And we will always get movies like this from the dawn of time, and it's never going to make more sense. So,
you know what one day,
and we're not talking shit about this movie either.
No, it's great. But you know what is kind of cosmic-y, and if you really think about it, and maybe makes the most sense? Cabin in the Woods.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. No, like it. And I'm sure there's some motherfuckers out there.
Not cosmic
horror. But it's the definition of cosmic horror.
The old ones?
The
that's
old
what we're
ones.
Talking
yes,
about.
There you go.
Keeping them asleep, that's the whole book of Cthulhu.
Good call. I never even thought about that. Yeah.
And look, I'll be honest with you. Saying Cthulhu bothers me. Because I'm like, it's Cthulhu. But then, it's Cthulhu. That's like when someone says Barcelona's Barcelona. Like, you have a speech impediment, my friend.
I don't give a fuck either way.
You have a speech impediment. If you remember Batman, The Dark Knight Rises... Mm-hmm. When he meets Catwoman, she's like, I'm going to Ibiza. Well, you may want to say Ibiza so you fit in. Like, you have a speech impediment, Bruce Wayne. Ibiza? Get out of here. There's no TH in there. It's a Z. And I don't care. Fight me.
So, yeah, go watch The Void.
Great movie.
On the 10th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have the 2006 animated movie, which you can watch on Tubi. It is Monster House.
We'll be back.
tomorrow night. Or if anything happens, call the police and hide in your closet.
He knows that.
Have fun with the sinner!
Okay.
Now listen up. I control the TV, the stereo, and the phone. I'm not your mother. I'm not your friend.
Fine.
Every town has a legend.
There's something going on at that house.
Every street has a story.
I'll go ding-dong ditch the house, and you'll see. No ghost! Chatter, stop, please! Chatter, I'm serious.
Every house
Chatter, come back!
has a secret.
The house is alive!
From executive producers Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg.
We have to fight back. Good luck, DJ. We'll be here if you need anything.
Get ready to cross over to the other side of the street. Monster House.
Officer, we have reason to believe that there's a dangerous creature inside that house.
And it grabs things and pulls them in and eats them.
We'll see you later.
This is a Steve Buscemi vehicle.
This is early 2000s weird CGI era of movies where everything was just trying to make CGI movies.
But great movie.
But it's a really good movie, solid fucking movie. So
This actually, when you look at the credits of this movie, not acting actually has a lot of big people in it. If you actually look at who wrote and directed this movie, you will be surprised. It's written by one of the writers is Dan Harmon.
Oh yeah, he's canceled now, but yeah, sure.
I'm just saying, Rick and Morty and Community and all of that. I mean, it's kind of the fact that he wrote this kids movie is kind of a big freaking deal. And then also directed by Gail Kinnan, who helped write the new Ghostbuster franchise, and then
Friday Nights at Freddy's
and Five Nights at Freddy's, and also the Frozen Empire. He directed that one.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Which is the worst Ghostbuster movie, maybe. Not counting, which one I'm talking about. But this, I mean, in the direct continuation of the Ghostbuster movies.
I'm glad how you just skipped completely over which one I'm talking about.
Let's cut that out. So this is the worst one in the direct continuation of the Ghostbuster franchise. The direct continuation.
Yeah.
But this is the biggest fan service to the fans. So I mean, I loved it, but I would never tell someone that's not a Ghostbuster fan.
I loved it
you're
too,
probably not gonna like
but it's fine. I know there's a lot of people that don't like it.
But
it probably killed the fucking franchise too. But yeah, sure.
I like this guy's work,
So Monster House, it's just really good. Look, there's what it's like kids move into a new neighborhood.
No, kids live there, and kids,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Suspicious of Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Chasing people off the lawn. He thinks he's a crazy person. Yeah, it turns out
he's not crazy.
He's not crazy. His house is alive and eats people.
The house is crazy.
The house is alive and eats people, which is... Here's the crazy part. The flashback scene makes it look like it's 1912 circus sideshow where a morbidly obese woman is an attraction in a freak show, and she's locked in a cage on a train track, or in a trailer. Freaking weird. And then he's like, I'll save you. But it had been, 10
years before that?
1975? What's going on? I know things were different in the 70s, but I don't know if it's freak show on the side of the road and people in cages situation. But she ends up dying and getting trapped in the house, and he builds the house, and her soul takes possession of the house.
Yeah, the house eats people.
Because she doesn't like people.
House looks fucking cool too. Like when it transforms, it makes the face and the eyes and everything like that.
It's actually really funny too.
It's really funny, and it doesn't look bad because a lot of the early 2000s CGI movies don't fucking hold up. Because nobody really knew what they were doing. This one, you can kind of tell it's early 2000s, but it's not that bad now.
Really, when you think about it, and what I appreciate about what they do with animated movies now is that the people look like they're not real, but the backgrounds look better. The textures and things for grass and things, those look all fine, but the whole people look weird. But his parents crack me up. Star-studded cast too. It's got Jason Lee. It's got John Heder. Maggie Gyllenhaal, of course, Steve Buscemi. This is our third Steve Buscemi movie on the list tonight. Maybe there's a fourth. I don't know. Stay tuned. Find out. On our 11th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have a personal favorite of mine from 1995. We have the Tales from the Crypt, first movie, I believe, Demon Knights.
Universal Pictures is proud to present the motion picture directing debut of one of America's most talented and respected artists.
Cut! Cut, 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 cut! Oh, hello, kiddies. So glad you could join me. Your pal, the Crypt Keeper, has gone Hollywood in a big way. I'm directing my first feature film. Care for a little shriek preview? For my big scream premiere, I wanted lots of suspense. Uh-oh. Special effects. Sex. Violence. The kind of thing you could really sink your teeth into. Frights! Camera! Action! It's about a chase through the ages. A race against time. The war between good and evil.
Come on out, everybody! It's time to play!
And the final battle between man...
I'm sorry.
...and demon.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I lied.
It stars Billy Zane from Dead Calm, William Sadler from Die Hard 2, and Jada Pinkett from Menace to Society. Ooh, I love those titles. And you'll love Demon Knight.
They're here! The demons are here!
And ladies, if you think Demon Knight is too gross and yucky...
Whoa!
Thank you!
This is a spin-off of the TV show on HBO that none of us should have watched when we were kids, but we all fucking watched. And this is probably the reason why I'm a horror fan now, is literally because of this fucking horror series.
But this movie is fantastic from start to finish. Everything about it. First of all, it starts off with Filter's "Hey Man, Nice Shot."
Yeah.
That alone, I was like, what?
Can't get much more 90s than that.
That is, well, and awesome. Sets a tone, man. And then the hero of the movie, you're like, okay, cool. But the bad guy,
William Sadler, you're just gonna
look. William Sadler, he's fine.
He is
Die Hard 2 bad guy, whatever. Not interesting. Hans Gruber. Oh, by the way, the bad guy in Reanimator, or the original Doctor, and Hubert West.
Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, you know the doctor he's helping with in the very beginning of Reanimator? Yeah. Hans Gruber. That was the doctor's name.
Was it?
Yep.
You think that's where it's probably just a common German name, but
probably.
Yeah. That's
no wonder he had a rob base. He died. Billy Zane in this movie.
Billy Zane's awesome in this movie.
Makes this movie.
Billy Zane is awesome in every movie.
And the very few movies he's in, he's amazing. But this movie, when I rewatched it, I actually love rewatch. I rewatch this movie all the time.
I do too. It's a very background noise movie for me. I love this movie. I put it on pretty regularly. So.
It's claustrophobic. It's gory. It's just glorious.
Over the top. It's funny.
It's goofy.
Yeah. It's everything you want from a Tales from the Crypt movie.
And it's so well done. The practical effects of the monsters is awesome. When you watch this, you're like, how did Billy Zane not become a bigger star?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think most guys like me and you are always going to go to, like, The Phantom.
Sure.
Fucking Phantom's an awesome superhero movie before superhero movies were a thing, really. That movie makes no sense that it didn't make any fucking money, and it probably ruined Billy Zane's career.
I'm surprised it didn't make money. How many times I watched that movie?
I saw the movie in theaters a bunch of times, and when it came out on VHS, I brought it. I fucking wanted The Phantom to be the next biggest thing back then.
For sure.
It wasn't. So
no, I never did. But I mean, to be fair, even The Phantom before as the comic.
From the fucking 40s?
Yeah,
nobody knows who the Phantom is now. Yeah, I know that.
I know that movie in the 90s, and it's like, what were you thinking?
It was right up there with The Shadow.
Yeah,
The Shadow I love too.
But at least The Shadow had a longer run than The Phantom. In pop culture, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Phantom and the Shadow. They're probably
the Shadow had comics.
Yeah,
and the Shadow had radio shows for years.
Also did the Phantom. Though.
Phantom
is 100% has radio shows and comics. That's where they're from.
I know the comics. I didn't know it
had
a
radio. Everything from the 40s had a radio show. 100%.
I'm just saying, I have a lot of 40 radio shows. I don't remember no Phantom.
Well, you need to go download and do your history then before you start saying bullshit on podcasts.
That's what podcasts are for, my friend. It's to just say
it's our right.
It's my right to say bullshit that's not researched with my full chest.
So anyway, look, Tales from the Crypt. It is a TV show that I still go back to and watch now. It's like every year or so I put this show on and watch a season or two, or skip around to a season that I know I like or I haven't watched in forever. Billiam Sater, that's in this movie, he's in like 3 episodes of the TV show. He's in the first pilot episode of the original show, and then they put him in this one, which is kind of cool. But yeah, awesome fucking movie. I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's way better than the second one.
Oh yeah,
Bordello Blood, and it has Dennis Miller in it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't mind.
They
Dennis
were trying
Miller.
to they had Dennis Miller in the height of his popularity.
Yeah.
Of like,
and Dennis Miller was never a good actor.
I don't even think he's as funny as people like. Oh, he was that.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah.
Just saying, that very monotone, and that's how he delivered the whole movie. It was no Billy Zane. I can tell you that.
It's no Billy Zane. He's nowhere near as good looking as Billy Zane. So
I was talking about just the way he acted, man. Billy Zane, like everything he did was like really good.
I'm going to stand by it, not as good looking. I'm cool
for
with
sure.
it. So.
I mean, yeah.
And on the 12th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which came out in 2016. Where can you watch this?
This you can watch on Paramount. Oh, and I should have said on Demon Knights' Shudder.
Yeah, so...
Surprise.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
This is not what I was expecting. Can I see one?
No.
What's that for?
Make sure he's dead.
Sheriff, what happened?
No ID. No fingerprints in the system. For now, she's a Jane Doe.
He needs my help right now. 11 o'clock, I'm all yours.
Subject is in her mid to late 20s. Hair brown.
Flash flood warning now.
Eyes gray.
What happened to you?
First, they bound her. Then they ripped out her tongue, poisoned her, paralyzed her, forced her to swallow the cloth. What is that?
Dad?
No one could see what we have seen.
This is a supernatural, strangely witch movie.
Star-studded cast.
Yeah. It's got
really only 2 people: Emil Hirsch and Brian Cox.
Brian Cox is actually all you have to say.
You say if you put Brian Cox in a movie, I'm gonna watch it. Like,
because even if the movie's shit, he's gonna act the fuck out of it.
Dude,
he's gonna play the same character in every one of his movies. But I'm cool with it.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
I don't care. Like him, Ben Kingsley, like those. Don't
put. I don't know if Ben Kingsley
I'm just saying
deserves to be on that list.
I'm just saying he's one of those actors that like is a phenomenal actor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in some shit bombs.
Blood
Rain being one of them. Or In the Name of the King. Which one is he in that's really bad? I think both of those.
I think he's in both of those movies. He was also in Love Guru.
True.
And
you got Morgan Freeman.
Holy Man.
Morgan Freeman also plays the same character, but phenomenal actor. I'm not hating
Keanu
him.
Reeves. He's my favorite actor, and he plays...
he's the best.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. There is a Jane Doe that comes into a morgue, and they're trying to figure out.
Police found this perfectly preserved body. They're like, oh, it's got to be a fresh kill, so they want to know what it's about. And then the more they dig in, like this chick is old.
Yeah,
there's like
really
peat.
Old. Her lungs are shot. Her heart burns.
Her eyes are glassed over, and they shouldn't happen.
Strangely enough, they rip her skin off, and there's tattoos on the other side of her fucking skin.
Which, by the way,
boobs in this movie too.
Yeah.
Boobs throughout the entire movie. Actually,
nothing like,
there's a dead body boobs.
Nothing like dead girl boobs, I guess.
More power to this.
Her,
yeah,
it was very like I don't know if skin does that.
No. Look, we live in Louisiana in the South. I've been hunting most of my life. Skin doesn't work like that.
They're like, oopsies.
They literally accidentally skin her chest. And I'm not even sure boobs work that way when there's no skin on them.
Really creepy. Really, it has a trap feel.
Look,
lot
this
of
one,
weird stuff.
I think this one gets lumped into modern horror movies and the
elevated
horror genre a lot.
I don't like the term, mostly because
I don't either.
I actually like the genre. I
like
don't...
some of the genre. I don't like the hype for the genre.
Well, it's hype of anything.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, look, you got to
this is the scariest movie I've ever made. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right.
Because look, people talk about Babadook being scary.
Oh
like,
my
it's
God,
got it's got like two kind of freaky parts, and then you're like, it's a thing about the trauma. Lame.
Yeah.
And then they making kind of like. I'm gonna say this, it's incorrect, but just I'm gonna say it. Make it their friend that lives in the basement. It's like, I know that's not really the situation.
Yeah, I know.
But this was creepy throughout. Yeah. It was like, so if it's elevated horror, it's at least like if Hereditary didn't have a lot of slow moments in it.
Yeah, and this is kind of why I like this more than more elevated horror movies.
It's not slow.
It's not slow.
It's an hour and a half happens only. Which is fantastic. Which is what most horror movies should be.
But shit starts happening at the beginning of the movie, and it fucks you up a couple of times in this movie. You're like, oh shit, I can't believe that just happened. And the twist towards the end of the movie is really good, and it pays off. This is a solid movie. This is one of those movies that I've seen quite a few times. I think Joe Bob did it on the drive-in a couple of years ago, and where I really started to pay attention to the movie. And it's a movie that I think it's overlooked because of the elevated horror title, but this is kind of really, really good. So
I think this is another. So there's a lot of I call them hidden gems, just for the fact that they're straight to streaming. They're not mainstream movies. Of course, I would put in this category Mads,
for
Cleansing
sure.
Hour,
The Void,
and The Autopsy of Jane.
Yeah, these are movies that I think you should see. Obviously, since
they're
we're putting them on
really good.
We're putting them on a list for you to watch, so obviously we want you to watch them.
To be fair, I do put bad movies on the list too. So let's not get
Hoobie's Halloween is on this fucking list.
Yeah, let's not get into it.
I mean,
but look again,
on the same list as Mads, which is way two very different movies.
Let's get this straight. We already talked about this. There's very few family-friendly Halloween movies.
On top of that, look, we're a podcast, or we were at one time or another, that really, really, really enjoys bad movies. I mean, we basically made this whole entire podcast out of watching bad movies, and I think there is a place for filmmakers of old and now to make movies that they think were good, that are in their own way, even if they're not the best movie ever.
Speaking of, we can jump right into our 13th night.
Oh my God.
On our 13th night of the 13 Nights of Halloween, we have Halloween Resurrection from 2002.
Tomorrow night, you will enter the childhood home of our most brutal mass murderer. The home has been rigged up with several cameras, but for the most part, the audience will see only what you see.
6 friends.
Are you sure they're not just putting us in some house with hidden cameras in the shower?
This is gonna be fun.
Have been offered fame and fortune.
That's the American dream.
All they need to do.
All the windows will be boarded up and all the doors will be locked shut behind them. No one will be allowed to leave until the show is over.
You stay the night.
Let the dangertainment begin.
Now.
You think this is the one that he used to, do his thing?
The webcast is live.
One flash and you could light up 1,000 computer screens.
You are like this close to getting voted off the island.
The stage is set.
Is anybody else seeing this? That worked perfect.
fake. We've been set up.
I'm only trying to give America a good show.
But the house.
Wait, what just happened? We just lost Bill's camera. There's somebody in the hall.
Is his.
Michael's here!
This summer.
Somebody please help us.
Evil comes home.
Trick or treat, mother.
Want a piece of me?
Hello, Michael. I knew you'd come sooner or later. What took you so long?
So how we were saying Autopsy was a very good movie. This is the opposite of a very good movie.
But this is one of those movies
that
is so bad that it's bad.
That is bad. But it is
it's got moments.
It's got moments. It is one of the worst Halloween movies. I don't remember.
I would say this that it's the worst in the worst installment
of
any Halloween movie. If you think Halloween Kills is bad, at least Halloween Kills has that very solid beginning. This movie has a solid beginning. I will say I like the beginning of this movie. Very solid.
No, the beginning of the movie,
Halloween H2O.
But the beginning of this movie only happens because Jamie Lee Curtis was like, "I'm not coming back for another fucking Halloween movie. So you were killing me, and I'll come back for this movie so you can put me on a fucking poster." And the killer was in the first 5 minutes of the movie, so she never has to come back until they come and make, Halloween.
In 2019, 20.
Yeah, whatever sequels that they came back and
this has the most timelines of all horror franchises.
Yeah, well, there's 4 in this one. No, 5 in Halloween.
There's just stop.
Halloween 3 is a timeline all by itself.
You know what? That's the best one now.
I agree.
Because it's standalone. Everything else is like, this is this trilogy. Oh, like 1 and 2. Now we're only doing 1, 2, H2O and Resurrection. Like, okay. But then
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, no, Rob Zombie. Just none of them. And then we're going back to Halloween.
And then you have all the what's his little sister name?
Curse of Michael Myers.
The curse of the cult stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Look, I love Michael Myers. We love Halloween. Halloween, the first one is, again, we talk about this all the time, of my list of favorite movies of all time. Halloween number 1 would be very close on that top 20 to 30. Let's go with that. I love that fucking movie.
If you rewatch it, it holds up as a movie.
It's such a fucking good movie.
The only thing that doesn't hold up from the original Halloween.
Child actors is what you're going to say. You have a problem with that.
They yell.
Yeah, I know that, but you get the fuck over it.
I can't.
Kids yell. You know what? Kids just yell. I have 3.
Then why,
they yell.
Why are the teenagers in Scream so much better? Well, of course, they're in their 20s.
They're adults.
But still, the acting is so much better. That's all I'm saying. Like
it is. But the Halloween is a movie that holds up to this day.
Writing, cinematography,
so great.
Storyline.
It's so fucking good.
About it.
The amount of times Michael Myers shows
Except
up in
Teenager Scream.
the amount of times Michael Myers shows up in the back scene, just everything about that movie is just ahead of its time and made the genre all at the same time. That being said, Busta Rhymes
top billing for the movie, by the way.
Being the last guy in the fucking movie, overshadowing the last girl, which should have been the last girl in this movie. Look, and this is coming from a guy, I fucking love Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes is fantastic.
I've seen Busta Rhymes live twice. On purpose, not on accident like he was at some. I went and seen Busta Rhymes. I like Busta Rhymes a lot, especially way back in the day. I'm a kid from the 90s, of course. He sucks in this movie.
Yeah.
It's almost like they promised him to be in this movie. Hey, and you're also going to be... Okay. But I want to be the one that kills Michael Myers. No, we already kind of got a last girl. He's like, I won't be in the movie. All right, you can kill Michael Myers.
No, I have a sneaking suspicion he financed it.
Yeah, you know,
it makes more sense. Because if you watch Halloween H2O, you got LL Cool J. Phenomenal.
Yeah, but that's the era of the late 90s where they were just putting random rappers in the fucking horror movies.
But what I liked about LL Cool J, even in Deep Blue Sea.
I love LL Cool J too.
Sure,
so.
yeah. but he's just a better actor.
Yeah, he is a better actor.
But the other thing is he's playing roles that are more realistic.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes doing, he got pushed down, he got beat up, and I have, my feelings on Michael Myers. He's unstoppable unless you throw something slightly inconveniencing at him, and he's like, ah!
Busta Rhymes lasted an incredibly longer time than anybody should have lasted against Michael Myers.
Look, I've rewatched Halloween, and I do binges. I watch the entire franchise.
Ew.
And
those middle ones I can't get through.
Yeah, I watch them all. And when you watch them all together, that's when you notice the patterns.
Yeah.
Michael Myers, this is the least hulking Michael Myers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The
mask looks like shit. It's not the worst.
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 God damn.
But it's not good.
It's not good. Anytime someone just throws, he fumbles and it's very easy to knock him off his feet.
There is no point in this movie other than when he maybe has somebody alone that he's scary. Like if I ran into this Michael Myers, I don't even think he's that big in this movie.
He's not.
For one thing, Busta Rhymes is a pretty big dude, so he doesn't look.
He's
big.
not bigger than Busta Rhymes.
He's not bigger than Busta Rhymes. And
but Michael Myers played Michael Myers, and the scene of the movie where he's like, I'm Michael, and Michael Myers left him. I'm like, what is Michael Myers doing?
Yeah, but because that guy's bigger than me, I don't want to fight him. Look, I like this movie as a bad late 90s movie, mostly because I saw this in theaters, and I remember it being bad then. It is still bad today.
Still bad.
And I forget how bad it is until I rewatch it every single fucking time.
There's two really good parts I like about it. The beginning, obviously, we talked about that. About explaining how he survived the head being cut off in H2O.
Sure, which it's fine, I guess.
But you needed it.
It was an explanation, because if not, he got his head fucking cut off in the one before this.
Okay, yeah. Then he's undead Jason-esque, blah, blah,
Where
blah.
was Josh Hartnett in this movie? They never fucking explained that.
She's like disappeared for 3 years, and I guess he's in college. She's just figuring himself out. No mom in a sanitarium. The fact of where has he been living? He's been living in the sewer under his house. Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, cool, because they brought that back in Halloween Kills. He's living in a fucking sewer.
No, Halloween Kills. He was living in the shed in the woods with that guy.
No, that's a sewer. He lived in like a culvert.
Yeah, but
that's not a shed. That's a culvert.
Yeah, but no, he lived with that homeless guy.
Right? Yeah, in the sewer.
They had walls.
It was a sewer.
Yeah, that's your thing. No, okay. So I got to rewatch those again. But
I'm glad you wiped that totally from your memory.
Point is,
he went to a covert. That's not a shed.
He had a roommate, man. He had a.
I will say I enjoy this movie more than Halloween Kills. Which one? What's the last one? Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Okay, I enjoy this movie more than Halloween Ends.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
What?
Look, I understand. If
Kills and Ends is unwatchable to me now. So
overall, the beginning of Kills is fine for me.
The beginning of it.
It's a very cool beginning, and it's one of the coolest beginnings.
It is. Yeah. No. The whole
firefighter scene,
martial arts, Michael Myers. I love that scene because it shows how badass he is.
And
as an old fucking dude that's lived in a mental institution for 50 years.
70. Man, I'm 41 years old. My knees are. I worry anytime I move weird. I'm like, did I tear a meniscus?
I watched that scene and got out of breath.
It's like, oh man, this guy, Jesus Christ, man, just settle down.
So anyway, it's not a Halloween movie that it's highly thought of, but we always end on a Halloween movie until
we don't always.
Yeah, we do now. It's like a tradition.
It's a loose tradition. But
when have we not?
Several times.
Have we? I thought we always have. I thought we were. Like,
I can pull up the spreadsheet.
I thought we were scraping a bottle of Halloween movies. You gave me 3 to pick from tonight.
I know. Well, part of it was because I'm just trying to go because we have done more Halloween movies than non-Halloween movies, and that's kind of why.
Look,
this is our 9th installment. You got to understand.
Oh, then we would have been through all of them. How many Halloween movies are there? A lot. It doesn't matter. I don't even want to think about it.
I think 9.
Sure. I always end up watching Halloween around Halloween time, so late that time. The only time I ever change is whenever you put one of these stupid fucking Halloween movies on lists.
You're very welcome.
So yes, that is our list. So if you listen to all of this, it's a new movie for every single night of the Halloween season, starting on the 19th. Watch a different movie. We'll post us all on social media. I do this again. I watch all these fucking movies again. for this marathon. I hope you do too. Critter, do you do this again?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to throw in my oldies but goodies.
Oh yeah, I mix in my and I'll probably skip through past some of these.
Yeah, some of these I won't watch.
I'm probably not watching Resurrection again.
I probably won't. I'll just watch.
I may never watch that movie again.
I'll pop in Ernest Scared Stupid in place of it.
Fuck yeah, fucking go. You know what? I'm changing it. Just go watch that movie.
You should every year.
You should watch Halloween Scared
Stupid.
I mean, just to see the Killer Clowns from Outer Space mask. So,
dude, there's so many times when I'm Halloween. People are like, "What do you?" I'm gonna watch my Halloween movies. And look, a lot of my Halloween movies that I love watching every year. I have my horror that I watch normally,
of course,
but like. Some about the cheesy kid horror movies like Ernest Scared Stupid, Hocus Pocus, I just enjoy.
Miak.
Fucking love.
Shout out to Andy. He knows who he is. So yes, that's been our podcast, our 13 Nights of Halloween. This is our 9th annual, you said?
9th.
So thank you for joining us podcast. I would like to say sorry for no podcast for the entire year, but I'm not.
I'd like to.
I'd like to.
Can't.
I just can't. Hopefully, if you don't see us again in the next couple months for our Christmas episode, maybe you'll see us next year.
Halloween.
For the 10th anniversary.
It'll be the big 10 years.
10 years. Good God. It's crazy that we've been doing the podcast that long in the fucking first place.
Yeah.
Has it been 10 years of doing the podcast?
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, it would have to be.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, that has been the podcast. Thank y'all all for continuing to listen to the podcast. Thank you for not taking the podcast off your download list. I would assume that's because you forgot about us. And then all of a sudden, magically, our podcast popped up on your feed. And you'd be like, oh shit, I thought those guys died. We didn't die. Again. We didn't die the first time.
You should know this by now. We're Futurama. We keep coming back, baby.
So is this technically like season 3 since we took like a whole year off?
I don't want to do another.
No, we're still in season 2.
Volume 2.
Volume 2. So thank you for joining the podcast. If you have any movies that have not been on the list and you're like listening to this podcast and you're like, why is this not on this list? It's probably been on the list previously. But if you listen to all those other podcasts and one of those movies haven't been on the list, send them into us. Yeah, we always look forward to new movies. So go follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the other social media. Like I said, we're going to share all the graphics for what movie you should be watching every night of the end of October leading up to Halloween. Thank you for, as always, listening to the podcast. We have been your hosts. I am Snarf Chris.
I'm Critter.
And good journey and happy Halloween.
Good journey, nerd.